Thursday, June 23rd, 2011. And hello, good day. It's my daily video blog that I'm sharing with you. Again, my name is Cory Woodward, and I just want to, I'm trying to do fun things that bring me happiness. And this is something that has brought me happiness. I did my first one yesterday, felt good about it, so I'm doing it again today. So today I would like to start with a quote. With a quote that I read a long time ago, and it had a really big impact on me. It was very just inspiring and heartfelt, and it really touched me. And I had tears. I had tears when I read it. I'm that sensitive of a guy that I will cry at happy things, and I'll cry at sad things as well. And I don't mind admitting that. It's a beautiful thing to do, and you need to do it. You need to let that stuff out, especially men, as you can tell throughout history. I think we have we have some troubles with how we divert our energy. But that being said, a quote that I do want to share with you goes like this. I'm going to say it a little slow because I really like the words to sit with you and resonate with you. So here it goes. Just for a moment, let yourself be here. Let yourself stop becoming more, better, or different. You are not a walking mistake, and you are not a problem to be solved. And when I read that, it was it hit me hard. I think I can only speak for myself, but my experience of the world is that a lot of us do kind of walk around with this sort of energy. But I know, particularly for myself, that I've felt and I've thought that before, and I've carried that weight with me before. And I think it really comes down to a matter of your self-worth, and how you identify with your self-worth, and how you and how much you feel of it. I'd be willing to bet that there's a good majority of us who have a lot of doubt with ourselves. We carry a lot of that, and I think our world can be designed in a way to make us go towards that direction. Which is interesting. It's interesting that it could be maybe a hard thing to say to yourself, that you are beautiful, that you are wonderful, that you're powerful beyond measure, beyond belief. Which I believe us all to be, and we're all equal in that fact. No matter what, we engage this world through our experiences, and depending on the environment that you come from, you're going to experience the world in your own personal way, and sometimes people go down a dark path, and some go down a lighter path, but we all feel varying degrees of sadness and happiness, which is beautiful, which makes us equal, But I think the biggest thing around self-worth that I find with myself is, this idea that I need acknowledgement. I need acknowledgement of what I'm doing to put value on it. That is something that I'm trying to overcome. Especially being a musician and a songwriter. When you're in that industry, you need to be able to handle a lot of rejection, a lot of unrecognizing of your talents. And at the same time, you got to be able to celebrate when you are noticed. And every show I play, there's someone who comes up to me afterwards who gives me that invitation to say, Cory, yes, what you're doing is great. It's passionate. You're on the right path. You're authentic. You're being honest with it, And then it's just unfortunate that sometimes those negative rejections, those are what kind of have more bearing on our souls than anything, To a point where I think, to my detriment, that I try to allow that to define myself. That the accomplishments and the failures are what define me and what I do. When I think the true essence, and what I've learned from various teachers is that my worth, my value is already there. It's always there. You know, I have immense power. I am a beautiful human being, just like you are. You know, no matter what, no matter if I fail, if I succeed, and those things are just they're external experiences that we all go through as human beings. You know, so my continual invitation to myself that I try to do is to remind myself of my worth, and it's very difficult. But the second that you start to observe it, the second that you start to realize it, you start to invite that into your head, you know, which is very, I would admit, very current for myself. It's only been like a good year and a half where I started incorporating these positive feelings and beliefs into my psyche, you know, and whether or not I believe them, I say it, you know, I say it to myself and I put it in my head. I say to myself, yeah, Cory, you didn't, an example, Peak Performance Project. I didn't make the Peak Performance Project this year. And when I found out that I didn't, I put a lot of energy and effort into my application for something like that. Found out that I didn't, I had feelings of failure. I had feelings of, oh God, your music sucks, you know, people don't like it. Why should you even be doing this, you know? And you know, that hurt, you know, and it hurts yourself, and you do it to yourself, and but I have the power of choice to see beyond that. And so at the same time of me doing that, I reminded myself of my worth, of my value, that, you know, no matter what this world says about you, as long as I have a strong belief in myself, and as long as I know the truth about my worth and myself, I can continue to reinforce that, you know, I can be on that path, reinforce it, and keep moving forward, which is what I continually try to do. So even if I believe 1% of my worth, I do my best to believe 100% of that 1%, until it continues to grow, you know, and it fluctuates and it goes up and down. And admittedly, I've had 32 years of living in a very bad headspace about my value, my lovability, you know, my believing that I am worthy of love, that I am worthy of success and beautiful things, you know. And it's like a teacher once shared with me, you know, those kind of beliefs, those powerful things are like an oil tanker turning around in an ocean, you know. It doesn't turn around on a dime. That thing's going to take a long way around, and you just got to keep doing the work, and eventually you incorporate it, and it eventually just becomes part of you. So I look forward to that day, I look forward to this journey, and I keep doing it, and I accept and have compassion for myself when I'm feeling negative, you know. And I bring all that up because I'm sure everyone has relatable experiences to that, and I just invite everyone to just be compassionate with yourself in those moments of doubting yourself, of low self-worth, of saying that you're not worthy, or you'll never amount to anything, or you don't get anything, or nothing goes your way, you know. Acknowledge those thoughts, let them pass, and say to yourself, well, the truth is, I have breath in my lungs, and I'm a beautiful individual, and you do have something to offer. And find that thing. Just find that one little thing, even if you only believe it minutely. If you could say to yourself that I believe this on this level of scale at this 1% of 100%, believe 100% of that 1%, and it will grow. And anytime you doubt yourself, invite those thoughts. Just say them in your head, even if you don't believe them. You know, if you're saying, "Man, I'm shit," then say, "No, you're not shit." You know, even if you don't believe it, just say it. And I think, you know, when you start doing that, it lightens your heart to this world. It gives compassion to yourself. Then you're able to give more compassion to the world around you. And you know, and as we grow as evolution of humankind and mankind and womankind, you will find that we're going to be on a path of niceness, honesty, authenticness, and kindness. You know, I think that's the main thing. We spend too much time with our negative projections towards people in the outside world and the experiences about them. Which can lead to many other conversations, but I have a lifetime to get into it. So, as I sit here on Thursday, June 23rd, with my clean-shaven face and Justin Bieber hairstyle, I bid you nothing but happiness for today, and I invite you all to be compassionate with yourself. I invite you all to realize your beauty, your power, your self-worth, and that no matter what, we are all the same in our experiences, and it is worth saying to yourself that you love yourself. So I love myself today, and I invite you to do the same. Happy Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow.